Nestled near the Susquehanna River in Pennsylvania, Rowena is a small community close to Marietta in Lancaster County that is home to the Graf Cemetery, which can be found at 1698 Old River Road. The gravestones in the small burial ground, measuring only 60 by 40 feet, are nearly all shattered and unreadable due to weather and aging. The first known tombstone belonged to Christian Gish, a 21-year-old who passed away in 1797, while Hans was buried elsewhere about 50 years before the first grave was put in this cemetery. It does hold several of his descendants. Legend tells that a few of his descendants were hunted and gunned down, being believed they were werewolves. Hans would therefore cast a curse on the cemetery from beyond the grave in order to keep family members safe. Another variation of the story tells that Hans himself was bitten by a werewolf, eventually transforming into one. He now stalks the burial ground as a werewolf due to the curse set on this location. Among the graves, curious onlookers have claimed to have seen a ghostly wolf apparition, generally a white werewolf. However, not everyone sees a canine spirit. There are others that walk about. Other unexplained ghosts that accompany the spectral wolf at the cemetery are occasionally seen in visitor photos as luminous orbs. For those who want to invoke the cemetery's curse, walk the perimeter of the graveyard 7 times under the light of the full moon. It's believed those who dare will perish before sunrise. Even though no one in our group seemed to be eager to take the 7-lap walk, it was not possible anyways, as a large tree had fallen prior to our arrival, and was too big to even make the attempt. I did however clean up a lot of the branches and twigs inside and surrounding the graveyard. I would announce my tidying up of the area as a peace offering, trying to prevent spirits doing any harm towards us. Also so none of us would potentially trip or fall while walking around. It was a perfect night to do an investigation. It was cool and drier than usual for this time of year, with just a slight breeze. It wasn't foggy, but a fog would arise from the cemetery alone, definitely setting a creepy vibe for the night. There was plenty of strange noises, but after figuring out which sounds would be made by us, or some other natural explanation, you will soon hear the unexplained, which we are left with. Our audio recorder was paired with a spirit box for this investigation. The spirit box was set in sweep mode, running backwards and placed in a Faraday bag to prevent wireless signals from leaving or entering the device.
It was just weird because I heard it as soon as I got closer to the. Okay. It was just weird because I heard it as soon as I got closer to the. thought I heard something. Is that what you told me? Is that what you meant earlier when you went